Duncan, Scott, the Scottman. We're here to do a drive video today. We are heading west on M-20 today. So we'll be driving M-20 for where it begins here at Highway 10 and head all the way to Highway 127 near Mount Pleasant. So it is a hazy but sunny morning this morning. It's pretty nice out. Not too bad out either. The car thermometer is reading 67 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's just shy of 20 degrees Celsius. So right now we're about to go into Midland first before we continue our way west toward Mount Pleasant. And this is like the one small stretch of M20 which is a freeway. So as we enter Midland, this is like a 2 or 3 mile long freeway as we just came off the Highway 10 freeway. But yeah, for anybody who is going to Mount Pleasant, which is where Central Michigan University is located, and they're coming from the Metro Detroit area, this is generally the way people would come, because they'll be coming up from I-75 from the south, and of course take the exit for Highway 10 and then get off for this highway here. I'm kind of surprised I have not filmed this video yet for M20, but now's a good time because I'm going to Mount Pleasant today, and this is my second attempt of trying to film a video in Mount Pleasant. Because I tried to do this back in May, but I ended up getting rained out. So I ended up having to do a different video that day instead. That was the day I did the Bay City State Park video, which was not a bad alternative because the weather was much nicer over there. But there are 0 rain chances today, so I should not get rained out today. And this is the end of the freeway portion of M20. And we have a nice little roundabout, and now that we're off the freeway, now we're having to stop at traffic lights. And I hope he's turning left because I was rather rude. And he is not, so yeah, that was very, very rude. So yeah, now we're on a pretty wide boulevard, because the other end of M20 or Business Highway 10 is all in the other side, but a little bit of a distance though. Yeah, and about another mile from now we will be entering downtown Midland. Which I remember walking around Midland quite a long time ago. It's a pretty nice city, and I really like the park that's along the Tittabawassee River, and also where the Chippewa River empties out into the Tittabawassee, because you have what's called the Tridge, which is a 3-way bridge which goes over where those 2 rivers are. Technically, we're not going into the true heart of downtown Midland. That's going to be more off to the left a little bit. Although you're not going to be able to really see it from this camera, but yeah, look off to the left, that is downtown Midland. Make a left turn here, that'll take you right into downtown. So to continue on M20, you will want to make a left turn at this traffic light here. Because if you continue going straight, that will take you that's the continuation of Business Highway 10. That'll take you right back up to Highway 10 along Eastman Boulevard. Or, sorry, Eastman Avenue. And then if you go north on Eastman Avenue, once you get back up to Highway 10, there's a big shopping area up there. So anyway, so yeah, after making a left turn at that traffic light, M-20 continues along this way. And then, yeah, you can get in the downtown Midland to the left. And we are now going over the Tittabawassee River. They have a lot of nice parkland off in this general area. You even see a golf course off to the right. So as you'll see coming up, but what's pretty cool about Highway or M20 is that from here all the way to Mount Pleasant, which is about 26 miles from here, the entire highway is 4 or 5 lanes. So I think they did that because of all the traffic which goes all the way out to Mount Pleasant, especially for like Central Michigan University. So as I was saying a few minutes ago, yeah, it'd be nice to finally film a video in Mount Pleasant. Well, technically it's a redo because I filmed the video in Mount Pleasant 10 years ago, but back then it was with my original camera, which had very terrible quality. No HD capabilities, and of course I don't think there was even a feature for an external microphone, so the audio quality was terrible, and my videography skills 10 years ago were not that good. So we're way overdue to film a new video. Plus, it's been 10 years, so it'd be good to film the city again, see basically some new things. I'm just glad the weather's gonna cooperate this time and not have to worry about getting rained out or anything. Yeah, I can't believe it is August already. The month of July went by fast, but then again, I had a couple of long weekend trips in July because I had the first one to Wisconsin around the 4th of July weekend, and then I had the second one out to Calgary, Alberta, where I got to hang out with my friend Kelsey. That was like the middle of July. And then I've been keeping busy since then. So I've been pretty busy on the weekend since I came back from Calgary. Because I'm starting to film another restaurant video in Detroit. And then what else? Oh yeah, and then 2 weeks ago I went out to the Grand Rapids area I went to film a video in Greenville, Michigan. And yeah, we're definitely out of Midland now. We're just entered Homer Township. And yeah, I got my big trip coming up to the Republic of Georgia. That's going to be coming up in a month from now. It's like the trip has come up very, very fast. Because I leave for that in like just a few weeks from now, like 29 days. Although I'll be going to Istanbul, Turkey just before that. travels for the month of August, though. I'm not sure what I'm doing yet. Because it could just be like it could always be a lighter travel month where I just do like day trips or something. Or I could do something for a weekend, maybe a couple weeks from now. I haven't decided yet. If I do anything, though, at this point in time, I probably would just do like a mini road trip. Because if I were to plan a flight for 2 weeks out or something, that would probably be insanely expensive unless I was to fly to an area where it's very susceptible to hurricanes or something. Like, let's say if I wanted to fly to New Orleans, I could probably get a cheap flight for New Orleans, but the only problem is it's hurricane season. We're entering the heart of hurricane season. You never know if a tropical storm or hurricane will develop in the Gulf of Mexico. And not only that, too, even if not, it's down in the southern part of the United States, it's been very hot and humid. Because there's been a really bad heat wave that's been going on pretty much the entire summer down in Louisiana, Texas, Oklahoma, even go over to New Mexico and Arizona. Why? Because I know like South Texas has been under like a heat advisory or a heat warning almost every day since like June, and it's August now with no indication that it's going to end anytime soon. And then yeah, we have a traffic light up ahead, and this is M-20 and just turned green. So M-20 north, that'll take you up toward where Sanford, Michigan is, which is back up toward Highway 10, and then M-20 continues north. Beyond that, it goes along near where Sanford Lake is, although because of the collapse of the dam back in May of 2020, it's more of just a river now because all the water's been drained out because of the collapse of the dam. And of course, and then continue M-30 north, they'll take up toward, I think, Edenville, which is near Wixom Lake, which also was affected by the same collapse. And then it continues all the way north up to West Branch, which is up where I-75 is. As a matter of fact, just a few months ago, I drove into Sanford, and yeah, it was really interesting to see the whole lake completely drained out over there. But yeah, I'll be curious if the dam gets reconstructed completely, if how long it'll take for the water to fill back in. And yeah, I should probably have some water. Okay, that's a lot better. But yeah, the town of Sanford itself still looks pretty nice though, because yeah, anything that would have got damaged from the collapse of the dam, they're able to repair and renovate everything. So it looks pretty nice again. I did not drive up there in 2020 though, so I don't know exactly what it was like immediately after that happened, but it probably would have been a really sad sight. But yeah, things are looking a lot better up there though, minus the lake. Right now, it's like, yeah, other than just doing these like little day trips during the weekends and checking out different restaurants back down in the Metro Detroit area, or heck, even in because I normally work on like a couple videos a week, like one of my vlogs and a driving video. So that way I'm not putting too much pressure on myself. But when I do this big trip in September, I'm not going to be able to have time to really edit any videos. So due to that, I have to get a lot of videos edited early or well ahead of time, because what I will need to do is I'll have to do a bunch of uploads early, so that way, because when it comes to my video uploads, I never upload the day of. I'm always scheduling the upload. So like for videos that'll go up the following week, I'll upload them like on a Friday night or Saturday, and then I have them scheduled to be released to the public every Monday and Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern time. Mondays are usually like my travel vlog days, and then Thursdays are my driving videos. So, and I usually schedule it for the following week. And when I go on trips, sometimes I'll need, especially when I know I'm not gonna be able to upload them the day of, because you never know. Like, because if I'm on a trip and I have to, and I do a live upload to where I'm uploading and making it public immediately, I'm in full reliance on the internet of wherever I'm staying. So if I'm staying at a place where the internet is subpar, what would normally take maybe 20 minutes to upload it from home could take 3 to 4 hours somewhere else. And heck, there's been places too where the hotel internet was really bad to where it goes in and out. So let's just say like an upload would be almost impossible. To where then I'd be making statements on YouTube like, sorry, no video upload today, no internet. I like to try to avoid that whenever possible. It's like with scheduling uploads, it has really helped because it allows me to keep up an upload schedule and to ensure that I have a video ready to go for each of the 2 days I upload each week. And it's been a system I've been going by for the past few years, and it's worked out very well. So it's like so I look at it this way, it's like, oh, really quick, so we're entering Greendale Township. So yeah, anyway, so it's like, yeah, with the fact I upload 2 videos a week, it almost makes it look like all I do is travel. Like every week I'm off to a new adventure. However, that is not the case, because like, yeah, there's a lot of life beyond just YouTube. So it's like, for example, like when I'm on a trip, it may look like I'm, like with the videos of Wisconsin, for example, I was only up in northeast Wisconsin for like a long holiday weekend. But with how I schedule the uploads, it might look like I'd be up there for 3 weeks, which is further from the truth, because I just try to film a bunch of videos while I'm on a trip, and then I schedule the uploads and spread them out a little bit. So that way, because yeah, it's like I could upload them all when I got home from a trip, but I feel like if I upload a bunch of videos like within a day of each other, it's like it makes it harder for people to be able to follow all my videos. Although you have the people that will binge watch YouTube videos, just like how people will binge watch Netflix and Hulu and like Paramount Plus, Max, Peacock, all the streaming services. But at the same time, many people have like busy lives, so they may only have time to watch maybe 1 or 2 YouTube videos a day or something, and they can't really binge watch anything. Because, yeah, it's like one of the most frequent questions I get is how I can travel all the time. Well, that's basically part of the answer. It's like when I'm on a trip, I film a bunch of videos and then I think I have to blow my nose because I was holding back a sneeze. 1 second. So anyway, so that's part of the answer, and then the other part is that because my full-time job's during the week, so with that, because I basically work a standard 9-to-5 job, so it gives me the chance to film all these different travel videos either on the weekend or during holidays or vacations. So that's when I can take advantage of situations like that, and I can go out and film different videos, whether they're in far away locations or just maybe within an hour away from where I live. It's like, yeah, I would love to be able to travel a lot more frequently than I do now. But with the job I work right now, that would pretty much be impossible. That's why you just have to make the most of the weekends and vacations and different things like that. And we are about to go over the Chippewa River. So the Chippewa River is the main river which comes over from Mount Pleasant, and it ends up emptying into the Tittabawassee River at the Tridge in Midland. And then the Tittabawassee River, that river comes over from where Sanford Lake is, and then that river continues its way over to the Saginaw River before it empties out into the Saginaw Bay, which is a part of Lake Huron. And this is Oil City, Michigan. And I'm getting lucky with this traffic light because it just turned green like maybe 20 seconds ago. So yeah, right now we're at the western end of Midland County. Like when you look at Midland County on the maps, like the city of Midland is at the almost at the eastern end of the county. So yeah, we're definitely more than halfway through the video because, yeah, we don't have a lot more to go till we get to 127. And then here at this intersection, we are now entering Isabella County, which is home to Mount Pleasant, Michigan. And we are now entering the Isabella Indian Reservation. So, yep, a lot of Isabella County is an Indian reservation. Because it's like, yeah, you'll see signs for it here on M-20, but also on 127 as you head north and south through the area. And then also even on Highway 10, because Highway 10 goes into the northeastern end of Isabella County. As I look at the map, yeah, on my console on my car, it's like, yeah, we have like several more miles to go till we get to 127. So Mount Pleasant is on the west side of 127, so we will not be seeing downtown Mount Pleasant in this video. Whenever the day comes, I film the continuation of M20 going west from 127, and I'd say maybe going to 131 further west in the state. Then we'll get to see a little bit more of Mount Pleasant. But yeah, I generally would say it's like, yeah, the majority of M20 on the stretch, yeah, it's like we had that little beginning in Midland, but this is kind of like mostly rural, although it's not all like, it's not like farmland or anything. It's like a lot of wooded areas and a lot of residences too. But yeah, it's still rural areas, so you'll still see some farmland though too, but maybe not to the higher capacity of farmland that you would see like back out in like Bay County or Saginaw County. Although that's not really farmland though. Or if it is, I don't know what they're growing. But yeah, I'm looking forward to spending a few hours up here in Mount Pleasant today. There's a lot of different parks that are in Mount Pleasant that I really enjoy checking out. There's even one that's to the west of the city that I want to check out. There's supposed to be like a really nice covered bridge there. The only thing is I may have to put bug spray on in that park because there's like going to be mosquitoes. And then after that, because I'm filming like another restaurant tour video in Detroit, I'm going to have to make my way down to Detroit later today to film another restaurant. Because for that video, I'm trying to, because I filmed a couple restaurants already for it, I want to film 3 more, and I want to try to get this filmed in the next couple weeks, or finish it in the next couple weekends. Because later in September, there is the annual North American Auto Show, and that brings in a lot of people from around the United States and around the world too. So it's like for anybody who's traveling to Detroit, this video would give people an idea of some cool restaurants to check out in the Detroit, or in the city of Detroit. In the distance, I can see the bridge for 127s. So we'll be approaching that like 2 or 3 miles from here. So this traffic light here, so this is Leighton Road. If you make a left turn, that'll take you over to Soaring Eagle, which is a big casino and resort. So it's like, I've never been to Soaring Eagle before, but yeah, they have a big casino there, of course, lots of lodging there, and also they put on a lot of concerts there too. Like, there's been a lot of big names that have performed there too. So along with Central Michigan University, Soaring Eagle brings a lot of people into Mount Pleasant. We're technically not in the city limits for Mount Pleasant, but we're getting into the general area now. And I think I'm going to have to get over because the right lane is closed. got some smaller hotels as well too, like Baymont, which I'm sure would be a lot lower in price compared to staying at Soaring Eagle. Got another little hotel there with a indoor water park. And here's the interchange for 127. So I hope you enjoyed this video at M20 going from where it begins at Highway 10 heading all the way to Highway 127. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to click that subscribe button to come along and join me for the adventure, and don't forget to click that notification bell so that way you know when a new video goes live. Well, thank you for watching, and this is Scott with the Scottman signing out.